now locked in with the flyest.
So what's going on, everybody? JA News is back. Now for today's main feature, we got some great news concerning this weekend's marquee Jordan Brand retro release, a sneaker which I'm personally checking for, which to kind of understand why, we got to take things back to 93, which at the time MJ and the Chicago Bulls, they had just knocked off the Portland Trail Blazers for their second NBA championship in 2 years. Jordans at the time were already a cultural phenomenon, with Tinker Hatfield behind the designs. He had just came off Nike classics such as the Air Raid, as well as the Huarache, and of course with the debut of the Jordan 8, another timeless classic. Which when it comes to 8s, we had the Bugs Bunny, you also had the playoff 8s, but when it comes to these Aqua 8s, a sneaker which MJ rocked during the 93 Salt Lake City All-Star game, those joints I feel like got a lot more love just due to the fact that they were kind of off, you know, something different. The colors weren't conventional. They didn't match up to the Chicago Bulls uniform. So definitely kind of what you could call a cult classic, which is why I feel like they get so much love. So coming up this Saturday, the 19th, we got the Aqua 8s returning in full family sizing with adult pairs starting at $215. So when it comes to this release, great update for sneakerheads. We're gonna jump into it here shortly, but first some quick updates. You're watching JA News. Salute to you for tuning in. So to kick things off, we're gonna quickly recap this past weekend's releases, where we did see Jordan Brand hit us with a shock drop for the Jordan 1 High OG Shattered Backboard, a release which I would say was pretty cool because word of the shock drop didn't really hit insiders until the morning of. So it was a drop that pretty much caught a lot of people off guard. We got no sneakers app announcement, just a good old-fashioned shock drop, and you gotta love it. So for those that missed out, of course, not enough pairs to go around, but the Jordan 1 High OG Shattered Backboard will officially be dropping top of August. So that was a cool one. On top of that, we did also see Jordan Brand debut the Jordan 40, a sneaker which is getting a lot of praise for its simple but yet futuristic design. That was a cool one, which according to Eldon Monitors, extremely limited, just around 450 pairs loaded up to Nike's website. Now that was a release which we also saw Nike drop at one of their partners in Foot Locker, so that was kind of a cool way for Nike to give back to some of their retail partners. An exclusive drop through Nike, and then pairs available through Foot Locker. So that was a real cool one. Now, as far as this promo campaign, we do see Chris Paul rocking the Jordan 40s with a little promo, a trailer teaser talking about July 19th. So I'm almost here thinking like, are we gonna get another drop coming up on the 19th? But apparently it's for Jordan's documentary, which are not even a documentary, it's some type of musical that Jordan Brand is dropping called Too Easy on the 19th. So I won't be checking for that, but let me know if any of y'all are excited for that. And speaking of Jordan Brand, they recently just held their Board of Greatness meeting in Athens, Greece. This is essentially a celebration of all the Jordan Brand athletes, the brand ambassadors, everybody coming together with MJ. So you got the picture right here, Michael Jordan, the GOAT, and all of his little kids right here. We got Mike Bibby looking crazy right here in this photo. What happened to Mike Bibby, bro? We also got some Miami Heat players representing Jaime Jaquez, my boy Bam in there. You got OGs like Quentin Richardson, Paolo, one of the new representatives that's gonna be actually rocking the Jordan 40s coming up this season, Melo, and so many more. But I'm trying to figure out like, why is Zion in this picture, bro? I thought this was the Board of Greatness, but nah, let me stop trolling, man. So that was cool. A little look of Jordan Brand and the Board of Greatness. Now let me know, is there any people missing from this photo right here? So keeping things moving here, we got a look at the new Joe Freshgoods New Balance 2010. Now this one is very interesting because the 2010 is a brand new silhouette by New Balance, which made its debut this year. It looks like something that could have came from the 990 series, but with a more updated sole. So when it comes to New Balance collabs, you know, anytime they're introducing a new model, more so than likely, we're gonna see one of their premier collaborators give us their take on that model. So here we have Joe Freshgoods, one of the dudes that really set off New Balance collabs with the release of his 992 back in the day. So what are y'all's thoughts on this upcoming 2010, which appears to feature your signature Joe Freshgoods, like faded out pink colors? You also got this little interesting kind of leopard cheetah print going on here with an N that could potentially be a 3M N, and then you got his little Joe Freshgoods little accessories going on right here, man. I don't know about these right here. To me, they're kind of crazy, but I'll wait till we see these like in their final full proper presentation, as this was one of these early leaks which just happened to pop out. So it looks like Joe Freshgoods, he's kind of doing a little bit of damage control as far as that leak goes. And they just did actually drop the JFG Age Well archive sale, which of course is to celebrate the release of the second trailer for his upcoming documentary. He's bringing back a lot of shoes over the last 5 years, and actually some on sale. So here's the little teaser of the upcoming Joe Freshgoods doc. I think that's a real cool look, a good way to bring some hype and excitement to what he's got going on. I'm definitely going to be checking for that one, unlike that Jordan Brand musical that they got going on. I don't know who co-signed that one, but as far as the restocks, of course, all of the popular pairs, they were instant sellouts, but it's just really cool to see all of the various collabs that we've seen Joe Freshgoods drop throughout the years. They even dropped the 990 V6 on sale for $120, which is a really cool look in the blue or the red option. You got his 1000s, the 993s, a whole bunch of different ones, the 9060s. Those ones were a huge hit. And then of course you got the 990 V4s in there as well. So a lot of great Joe Freshgoods releases, including the recent 992s, which it looks like you pretty much just got about a full size run available. But just a little disclaimer, all sales are final. And as far as this sale, it looks like it will be available for just the next 24 hours. So let's go ahead and keep things moving as we got a first look here at the upcoming Nike Air Force One Low Realtree. Now, when it comes to Realtree, Nike collabs, you know, generally those are going to bring a lot of attention. But do y'all feel like Nike delivered on this one? I ain't gonna lie, these joints are looking a little bit dusty to me. Interesting that they actually chose a black Air Force One as kind of the canvas. It also does feature that more kind of canvas material. So for me, while I felt like this collab, or I mean, not even collab, but this Realtree color had potential, I'm just not really a huge fan of how they executed it. But I would love to know what y'all's feedback would be on this one. As y'all have seen so far in 2025, the Air Force One has been one of these silhouettes which Nike has kind of scaled back on in the past. You might have seen like 1,000,001 different Air Force One colorways dropping, but this year they've kind of scaled back, put more of an emphasis on certain colorways, some cool collabs, and then here you have a Realtree Air Force One Low set to drop coming up October 3rd for a retail of $120. So we're gonna go ahead and jump here into this great update concerning this weekend's marquee Jordan retro release in the Aqua 8s. Now, we did have a certain sneaker personality over on Twitter who goes by the name of Uncle Chrissy. He posted this a few days back talking about these Aqua 8s, saying they are gonna be going under retail. Stock is decent, nothing crazy, but I don't really think demand is there. And he also said, for comparison, grapes have far more demand, and those are already under retail. So as you guys see what's happening, he posted this back on the 11th. It's now the 14th, and the great thing is that prices are continuing to fall dramatically, you know, ahead of this Saturday's release. So if we take things over to everybody's favorite platform in StockX, my bad, I'm just playing with y'all on that one. You guys see prices are already looking pretty low concerning this weekend's drop. So for example, in some of the bigger sizes, which when it comes to these Jordan retros, generally tend to hold more resale value. Size 12, $240, my 10.5, $240. After fees and all that, resellers are already out of money on this one. So I'm hoping that come Saturday, this is one that they just stay away. There's really no profit margins to be made. This is a sneaker just reserved for the people looking to rock these on toe, which I feel like is great. Now, for everybody that's complaining about me just using StockX for reference, I went ahead and pulled up Go as well, which you guys see what's happening on the Go app. Prices, of course, as expected, are a little bit higher. Your size 12 at $283, my size 10.5 at $253. So even on the Go app, prices aren't really holding up, and you already know what's happening. Resellers, they're panicking. Everybody that bought these early in bulk and all that good stuff, they're stressing right now, trying to get these off as early as possible. But man, just look at these joints right here, beautiful. The Jordan 8, it's a model which it feels like Jordan Brand doesn't overdo too much. Recently we did see the Playoff 8s drop, a sneaker which I'm mad that I actually missed out on. So the fact that they're bringing back the Aquas, a shoe which I've personally never owned in the past, I feel like this is a must-have. Gotta add these joints right here to the rotation. So coming up this Saturday, adult pair starting at $215. You got full family sizing available. Good luck to everybody trying to grab these. Hopefully there'll be enough pairs to go around for everybody. And I'm expecting this one to kind of go like the Grape 5s went, man. It's another OG classic, one that people were checking for, but come release day, it just seems like there's just too many pairs to go around, which is great news for everybody that was looking to grab these. So before we bounce, guys, we're gonna go ahead and jump here into today's fit of the day, which for anybody that ever wants to be featured here in this segment, it's as simple as just tagging me on social media, whether that's over on the gram, over on Twitter. Now, we haven't done one of these in a while, so we're gonna dig up into the archive here. Most recently, we had Sir Kunex. My bad, I ain't gonna be able to pronounce that one. He tagged me a little whiles back. So salute on this one, man. I'm definitely rocking with this fit. Y'all go ahead and show that boy some love on the post right here. Rocking an underrated sneaker right here in the Jordan 2. Now, as far as the colorway, I can't really make out what 2 this is. I know it's not the Chicago, because those usually got the little black trim on there, but definitely a clean pair of 2s, and it just shows how underrated and how solid of a model it is. So it looks like he paired it up with the classic Canadian tuxedo denim on denim, a little retro throwback shirt, as well as the matching cap. So simple fit, but I feel like he put it together nice. You know, got the shorts on for the good summertime vibes. Really can't complain. So as far as that fit, I'm rocking with it. If you guys want to jump in the comments, leave your feedback, give that one a rating 0 out of 10. So that's all I got for you guys today. As far as this weekend, huge update as it looks like prices continue to drop on these Aqua 8s, and hopefully we see prices continue to fall, because remember, it's just Monday. We're a little ways away from this weekend, and hopefully by the time these drop, bro, like these will be easily available for everybody. So that's all I got for you guys today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. JA News is back. Love y'all. If y'all enjoyed today's video, make sure y'all smash the like button, and if you made it all the way through the end, let me know about dropping a salute. So I'll catch you guys next time for the latest updates. In the meantime, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'm out, y'all. Love.